Okay, back in the Adirondacks here. Going up from the parking lot to Giant. There's a little bit of a lake about a kilometer up. Gonna hopefully get a campsite there, set up a tent for the night, and then head up and do Giant, Rocky Mountain Ridge, and maybe go over to Bald Peak. This must be the Giant's Nubble. Beautiful. I'm parked just down there. Look at the view from my campsite. Oh my God. Okay, just finished setting up camp. Got my tent, got everything ready to go in here. I got my water ready. Camp stove is in there. Bed is all set up. I got my bear can way over here. And look at this. Just such a beautiful campsite. I'm going to head up to Giant Mountain now. It should take maybe 2 hours to get to the top. And then over to Rocky Mountain Ridge. My camp is on the edge of that lake. This is just phenomenal. Unreal. Pretty sure that's Rocky Ridge and Giant is over that way. So I think that's my end goal over there. Still probably 3 hours away. Hopefully I make it. My heart rate monitor wasn't working at the start. I ended up going way too fast. I'm about halfway. I think it's about 3.5 kilometers to the top, and I'm at 1.85. Just got to pace myself better, otherwise I won't make it. I figure I have about a total time going one way. I can do about 3.5 hours. That gives me about a half-hour break at one of the summits, and then 3.5 hours to get back down. And I should have about 1 hour before sunset. This is a relatively flat part. I'm trying to make good time. Once I get to the top, I'm just gonna head straight over to Rocky Ridge, which is gonna be about another 2 kilometers to get there. About another half kilometer to get to the water, to the lake where I have to get to fill up to get back. Apparently it gets pretty scrambly up here. I'm guessing this is about where it starts. Okay, I got to the summit over there. I came back maybe 100 meters, and this is way cooler up here. Just way more peaceful. There's nobody here with me. The summit was pretty full. It was a total of 4 kilometers from camp with 700 meters of elevation. And it took me 1 hour, 32 minutes moving time. I'm gonna head over that way now to Rocky Ridge, which is 1.2 miles. So hoping to do that in less than an hour. Total mileage for the day will be probably around 13 to 15 kilometers. Okay, apparently this is Rocky Ridge over here. So it's definitely further than expected. About 2 kilometers to get there. I have to do that in an hour. I gotta get around the backside because I think right around here there's a little lake to go fill my water bottles, and that's kind of what I'm banking on. I just came down the backside of Giant. Oh my god. That was the steepest I've done yet. I've got to be about halfway up towards Rocky Ridge. And then, I don't know, it's between 300 meters to 500 meters. Or maybe 700 meters, I don't know. To get to the pond on the other side. I have probably 200 milliliters of water left. I need to get to that pond by 3:30. Unreal. I see the pond. Once I fill up, I have to head back up to Rocky Ridge, down Rocky Ridge, up Giant, and all the way back down Giant. And then cook dinner. But apparently, the lake over there, way off in the distance, is where Vermont is. Some lady told me that Vermont, the border for that splits right down the middle of the lake. So that's pretty cool. Holy cow. I told us so. Holy cow, okay. Honestly, the most beautiful sight I've seen all day. My goal is to get to my halfway point right here by 3:30. And it's 3:03. Filled up the rest of my water. Ate a couple snacks really quick, reapplied sunscreen and bug spray. Everything's ready to go. I'm feeling pretty good. Didn't take me very long. It's still only 3:25. So the sun sets at 8:30. I want to be ideally back at camp in 3.5 hours, but I'm gonna take my time. Rocky Mountain Ridge, just somewhere behind me, and probably hang out there for about a half hour. I pretty much haven't stopped all day. This is the longest break I've taken, and it was maybe 15 minutes. And that was literally just to get water. So I'm just gonna go hang out there for a bit and finally get to enjoy one of the views. Way off in the distance, there's Mount Marcy with snow on it. Right over here is Saddleback, and that's Giant. So I'm going from there down that way again. It's going to be about 5.5 kilometers to get back to the camp. Now the sun is kind of gone. I'd say it's probably about 18 degrees or so Celsius. But not being in direct sunlight is making a huge difference. I also don't have to go as fast because I really had to get to my watering hole. Okay, this is tough. Dripping sweat. My legs are shaking. It's been very steep like this and wet for like 200 meters. I don't remember how long it goes up, but I'm getting close to the top of Giant, I think. Way off, that's rocky. Earlier when I was talking to people about water, they said they filled up from here. It's raining. It started just very, very light. It's misting. It's kind of nice. A little bit of a morale booster. I'm exhausted. So I have 2.2 kilometers to go. It's all just downhill. Need to take a break. Need some more water. Need a snack. It's raining. It has been for a while, but I'm so close. Oh my god, that's got to be like less than a kilometer. I don't know. It's just so peaceful and quiet. Oh, we did it. Look at this. This is insane. How do I get this whole... I get this? This is a free campsite. Holy cow, guys. I'm back at camp, about to eat my braised pork. I didn't cook it right, so it's gonna be like a soup. You can see I got my headlamp ready, my whole bug suit on here, got my sandals, even got a bear bow. This sucks. I'm supposed to cook it in the pot, but I didn't want to. So I just dumped hot water in it and I thought it would cook okay. And it's like, everything's not quite cooked. If I was at home, it's much better. Enjoy the view while I rant about this meal. If I was back home, I would probably give this like a 2 or a 3 out of 10. But given that all I ate today was granola bars and protein bars, a little bit of beef jerky. The fact that it's hot and there's some flavor, honestly, right now it's hitting like a 6.5. It's 7 o'clock now. I'm gonna get ready, pack up, head back down, and hopefully go over and do Cascade and Porter Mountains. I'd like to start climbing those around 10, and it should take 4 to 5 hours. And that's hopefully it doesn't even take me that long, but okay, all packed up, ready to go. It's about 1.5 kilometers back to the parking lot. I'm about half an hour behind schedule. Kind of took my time at breakfast. Bugs are definitely getting worse now. My legs are pretty cooked, so I'm gonna try not to bail on these next 2 mountains. On the way in, I skipped so many lookouts because I was just so focused on the time. Now I get to enjoy them. Every step down hurts. My quads are so torn up from yesterday. So I think I'm going to call it, and I'm not going to go do the Cascade and Porter. Which kind of sucks because I wanted to do at least 4 summits this weekend. But this was literally my first hike of the year. So I was definitely a little bit ambitious. I still got 2 summits in, which was pretty sick. Maybe if I was doing another night before I had to head back, I would consider doing it. Because then I could have the entire day to really just take my time. It's only 10 kilometers, but probably just under 4,000 feet of elevation. So anyway, I would have to do that, come back down, and then hop in my car and drive for almost 4 hours to get back to my house. And then tomorrow morning I work at 6 a.m. I don't think anything good is gonna come from it if I keep trying to push right now. I did it. I just signed the book out. Exiting the trail now, back to the parking lot. And I think I'm gonna head home, and I think I'm happy with that decision. I need to not push myself any further, I think.